Breaking Bridget. White House is compiling a list of Facebook users to prevent the spread of misinformation.
This is terrifying because they're just brazenly talking about how a private company is now in cahoots with the government about what you can and can't say. It's one thing when a private company just decides to make those decisions on their own. But when they're working with the government, that brings up all kinds of First Amendment rights issues. And it's terrifying. The definition of private and public coming together is usually representative of this little thing called fascism. This is what I mean. This escalated so quickly. I don't understand. It's like we're 6 months into this administration. 6 months. And they're openly laughing about how they're just going to censor these 12 people who we feel are the biggest spreaders of misinformation. And then when there's any pushback at all, like the Fox reporter who pushed back.
Information that is traveling is inaccurate. Our biggest concern here, and I frankly think it should be your biggest concern, is the number of people who are dying around the country because they're getting misinformation.
She was like, I'm sorry. Our concern is that people are dying, and that should be your concern. This is a false choice. You shouldn't have to choose between your constitutional rights and people dying. Like, that is not the way this works. It's a false binary that they're creating. And who fact checks the government exactly? We're going to put them in charge of this to be the arbiters of what information is. These organizations that massively botched all of this from the whole time, from the Trump administration to the Biden administration to the WHO to the CDC to Fauci who got shit wrong. And it's Orwellian because they say we're going to fact check based on misinformation. What's misinformation? Oh, it's whatever the guidelines are, the science is at the moment.
Yeah.
So you can just change it at will. And in this context, you need to define exactly what misinformation is for us. Specifically, what is the minimum thing that you do in order to get booted off one of these platforms, for example? How do you get put on a list? How do you quantify it? Is it measurable? If there is a line, we need to know where it is, what it is, and how you quantify that. Not just this vague term misinformation that you can use for anything, because by that definition, it could be somebody who doesn't necessarily agree with climate change science. It could be somebody who doesn't agree with the fact that there are more than two genders. There's all kinds of science out there. This is fucking terrifying. You're basically saying if you don't agree with our narrative, and in fact, if you even question it, we get to shut you down. It's crazy. There's this term like anything that threatens the public. So that is this the line? Anything that threatens the public? Like what is threatening the public? How is that defined? Because you could say that about the automobile industry. You could say that about Big Pharma. You could say that about freaking
this show.
We're all on a list.
What is going to get the government to come after you? The other thing that breaks me is the number of people who are carrying water for this. All I want people to imagine themselves doing is how they would respond if this was coming out of Trump's mouth. It would be wall-to-wall coverage. This is Nazi Germany. We are slipping into fascism. And it's true. The journalists would be patting themselves on the back, and now we're going to get shut down. And instead, all of these people are applauding this and telling everybody like us who's pushing against this that we want people to die, basically. Oh, obviously you don't care. You. This is the same playbook they use with the trans kids, where they go, oh, do you want a dead daughter or a son that's alive? This is the classic playbook. How many people can we sacrifice? Well, no people. People die. We make these kinds of trade-offs all the time. Every time we get in our car, we're making a trade-off. People are smart enough to evaluate their own risks. And by the way, with a pharmaceutical company that has no check on them, nobody can sue them, and now in cahoots with the government that's pushing this on everyone, I don't blame citizens for pushing back and asking questions, and they have every right to do that. I love how they've just skipped the vaccine passport and they're going directly to censoring anyone who disagrees with them. Oh, we'll just skip right over that since that wasn't popular. And now we're going to do this thing that we know we can get away with because we've gotten away with it with Alex Jones and we've gotten away with anybody that we position as evil because they've created this false binary where it's good versus evil. And in the face of evil, you can justify doing anything. The ends justify the means. Psaki said something about how, well, if you're banned on one social media platform, why are you allowed to be on the other ones?
You shouldn't be banned from one platform and not others for providing misinformation out there.
So now the government is saying, if you get banned by a private company, why are other private companies allowing you on their platforms? Like, this is insane. Insane. Anyone carrying water for this. Like, I have joked about, I try to stay very reasonable, and I've said that if anything in the past 5 years, I've really had to look at what hills I'll die on and where are the lines for me. I will always say boys and girls are different. And I'm sorry, that's just, as far as we know, that's the truth and has been for millions of years. That's a hill I'll die on. The other hill I'll die on is free speech. We have nothing without free speech. This is not free speech. You questioning something on Facebook and then getting kicked off the platform because the government said, oh, that's misinformation. And by the way, YouTube and Twitter and everyone else, you need to kick this person off too. How is this not f***ing terrifying to everybody?
Yeah.
And then Biden said that, that Facebook was killing people.
What's your message to platforms like Facebook? They're killing people. I mean, look.
I have been joking about how Facebook is an online nursing home for a long time, so fair enough, Facebook is killing people. But B, this type of rhetoric is inexcusable.
Yeah.
You cannot say that. That justification could mean anything that anybody says is killing people. That is terrifying. That would mean us joking about something. Jokes about, anything are literally violence and you're killing people. No. I feel like that in Get Out. No. If you are okay with this, we are not on the same page at all. The government, they're going to determine this stuff? Like, what's misinformation?
Yeah.
The Iraq war, weapons of mass destruction, people are going to tell us what's misinformation? You're the government of the United States. Like, all we do is get propaganda all day. No, I don't give a shit who's in the White House. Nobody should be doing this. This is terrifying. This chills me to my soul. Watching people defend this, I'm like, how can you defend this? How can you defend this and know anything about history? I'm going to lose my mind. Buy guns and ammo.
And body armor.
We
need some prepper companies
And,
to sponsor our.
If you're a prepper company and you want to sponsor us, we've got a load of preppers that are in our audience. Just in general, that's the type of people that watch this show, and we would love to get some sponsors who align with our values, which is preparing for the inevitable show that's coming.